Hi, I'm Danny. I'm a product developer here at FirstBuild.
And I'm Sabrina. I'm a food scientist. And today, Danny and I are going to make some pizza dough. So should we get started?
Let's do it.
Okay. And we're doing a big batch because we have a lot of people coming tomorrow for pizza and we want to be ready. So we're going to do 10 grams of yeast. Danny's going to go ahead and start mixing those dry ingredients together, and I'm going to weigh our water. And so I think that's one of the cool things about bread dough and pizza dough. You can really do a lot of variation with it. You can really feel the difference in the dough when you make it with 60% water or 70% water and things like that. Okay, so it looks good. Let's go ahead and get it ready to go.
What you want to do is you want to make sure that through the whole process, the top side of this dough remains the top all the way to the pizza.
A nice slow fermentation is really going to make a difference in the flavor. The top, so I get a nice smooth top still, and then kind of cup my hands and twist them.
Like we talked about yesterday, a lot of people like oil in their dough. It can make it a little bit more fatty, a little more crispy. It can be pretty good. But we prefer a little bit more of a chewier texture, a little bit more traditional. So that's why we actually don't use any oil. It's just 4 basic ingredients: flour, yeast, water, and salt.
Because I think ultimately that's what it is. Do what you like to make and what you like to do. And you can try, you can do some oil, you can do different flours. The fact that we are using a flour that does have gluten lets us get a nice stretch and chew, but if you're avoiding gluten, there's lots of good options for that too. And then some of the other things you can change later when you adjust your dough is you can change the way you cook it in the actual oven. And so that's one of the cool things about the FirstBuild pizza oven is you can adjust the top temp and the bottom temp independently. So maybe you have a dough where you want to back off a little or add a little more heat. We're getting the rise from the yeast, but we're also getting flavor compounds from the yeast. And so the types of flavor compounds that are formed are different if it ferments at room temperature, if it ferments for half an hour, if it ferments for a couple hours. And so that cold fermentation lets you get some of those flavor compounds that are really associated with a sourdough style or really just what I look for in my breads. Different yeast will form slightly different flavor compounds too, and so that's something else to keep in mind.